Hopefully no major audio issues on this one. And so we're looking at April 18th, 2020. We've got Jacob deGrom facing Brandon Woodruff. deGrom with a well, actually both these guys have really good ERAs so far. We'll see which Mets show up here. Oh, what's this? What did I just do? Yeah, play next game is what I want to do. Okay. Oh, okay, I hit the wrong button. There we go. Let's do this. deGrom the starter. Rosario looking a little low on energy. I've got Conforto back in the lineup. Gave him a rest yesterday. Uh, let's see here. Marisnik hit that home run yesterday. Got Rosario, who's been a bit cold lately at the top of the lineup. I got to get Nimmo back in here. I'll put him on the top of the lineup. Nimmo, Davis, McNeil. All right, I like the left, right going on up here. Yeah, let's go with this here. Take the pressure off of Rosario down in the 8th spot. I think he was hitting 8th yesterday, but all right. I'm good with that. Oh. Okay, that's fine. I'll replace him. Got Lowry and Nunez as replacement possibilities here. You know, let's see who has fewer at bats. Nunez has 12 at bats. Lowry has 20. So let me spread that out a little bit. Let's play Nunez. So we'll start Nunez at shortstop. You can see his secondary positions. So he's third base, secondary positions, second short, and then the corner outfield. So we'll go with that. And again, it's still haven't solved the issue with the lack of music on the native streaming capability, and I don't think I will be solving that anytime soon. So we'll just deal with it as it is.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Milwaukee Brewers and the New York Mets. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Jacob deGrom gets the ball for the Mets in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. And one of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
All right, let's get this started.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Oh, my God.
And he misses inside with that one, ball 1.
That was my mistake there.
First pitch, 7-11.
The 1-0.
Ball, that's inside.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch.
So 2 of the 3 pitches so far, Ramos has been calling for the breaking stuff. Fastball here.
A bouncer up the middle.
I'm not going to get that.
And this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning.
Leadoff hit.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty,
deGrom
maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that
Giving
donut
Ramos
off your
a
bat,
day
you don't
off
even want to walk to home plate. You're
tomorrow
scuffling so bad.
because Syndergaard's pitching, and apparently he does not like throwing to Ramos. So I'll have Nito in the lineup for Syndergaard's start tomorrow.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. In previous duels with deGrom, he's gone 2 for 6.
Decent speed on at first base here. Go ahead and throw over there. Just keep him close.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner back safely.
See how his
The
curveball
0-1
looks.
pitch.
Oh my God.
And this one's in the dirt.
That's not what I
And it's
wanted
not
to
in
do.
time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when you throw a breaking ball in the dirt, that's
he kept
the
it in
danger.
front of him, but
you have to trust your catcher, but this one skips away, and the open base takes the double opportunity away with it. Might prove to be costly.
Yep, it's not good. Come on, I mean Ramos keeps calling for this breaking stuff. I'm not going to do it. I
1-1.
want a fastball here.
Runners
99.
in
Look
scoring
at that.
position this season. Arcia.
If you're throwing
below
99
the
miles an
Mendoza
hour,
line.
and I located
Batting
it
average
perfectly,
under
you have to have some
200,
trust in that.
unfortunately.
Again,
He'd be
Ramos
the first
calling
to
for
tell
the
you
breaking
he's not
stuff.
happy with the
No,
batting
I'm gonna
average on the
challenge him up
season,
and in. Let's
but
do
he's
it.
found a way to get on base north of 350,
Okay.
working walks with an unbelievable eye at the dish.
And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Now the 3-2 pitch.
All right.
Swung on and missed, strike 3.
I really liked
Came
it.
back
He gave
after
up
him?
nibbling out of the zone, trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
All right, Yelich, I'm
And here's
not
Christian
going to give him
Yelich
anything
now,
good to hit here,
as he
or at least
looks
not
at a
intentionally.
fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. That misses 2-0.
You know, if I walk him, I walk him. At least it sets up for the double play. But I'm just going to give him breaking ball
Down
crap,
low, and the
low and
clock
outside.
thickens here, 3-0.
I've been beaten
King
by this guy
leads off
before.
second with 1 gone in the inning.
I don't want it to happen again.
And that misses ball 4.
Take
So
your
it's
base.
first and second now with only 1 away.
He wasn't swinging. He wasn't fishing for any of that.
The second baseman, Keston.
So runners at first and second here with 1 away. And in at the plate steps Keston Hiura. From the belt, the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Swing and a miss, and he's
His
quickly in the
fastball's
hole.
looking pretty
0-2.
good so far.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Didn't mess around much in that at bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
At the plate, Omar Narvaez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. In his career, Narvaez is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Changeup misses. So far, and he's calling for a slider here. All right, try it.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Fastballs have been right on. So he's calling for a fastball on the inside corner. Let's see if I can paint it here.
Here it is. And it's fouled away.
Made contact. All right. With 2 strikes, he's calling for the fastball again. Try it up and in.
2-2. Here it is. And he fouls this one off.
22 pitches is a little more than I'd like. He wants the curveball. I'm not going to do that. I threw it in the dirt last time. Next time I throw a curveball, it'll be with nobody on. That's like experimental at this point. I don't have a huge amount of confidence in it.
2-2. Here it is.
There we go.
Swinging, and that will end the inning.
Trusted in the fastball.
Brewers strand a couple. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game.
Did I strike out the side? I don't remember. Maybe I did.
Brandon Woodruff, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
So here's Brendan Nimmo.
Taking a look at this guy's
off
pitches
here in the
here.
bottom
He's
half
got
of the first.
a 4-seam and a 2-seam fastball, slider, and a changeup. So, I mean, not a hugely deep repertoire here. It's kind of it's almost what you would see from a relief pitcher here. But
infield in the
overshift
overshift here now.
so
the
far.
Pitch, and they start him out away with a cold strike. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Ready with the 0-2. And strike 3 called on a fastball that looked inside from here, but that's out number 1.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous.
I mean,
hey, listen, calling balls and
I
strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
First offering on its way. And a ball 1-0.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball.
J.D. Davis had that
one of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Game, a 2-run home run.
A strike, and it's 2-1.
In the 5th inning, he gave the Mets the lead, and that ultimately were the winning runs.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's that
maybe it would
2.
drop in behind him.
Batting third.
I think that was just barely a strike there. Could have gone either way. But you know, in a situation like that,
here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil.
Sometimes it might be best to just not swing at it, even if you know it's going to be a strike.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
It's something you're not really going to be able to get good wood on.
27-year-old. He was a 12th round selection back in the draft of 2013.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you.
That's hit hard.
This guy has turned himself in.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. We've played an inning, still nothing. So here is Avisayo Garcia. Comes off an 0-for-4 in last night's ball game.
This guy's still with a terrible batting average, but I remember him
Here comes
getting
the
a
pitch
big
for
home run
Garcia.
against me off of, well, I mean, it was a while ago. I don't remember who was pitching, but it was when I was playing in Milwaukee, and he beat me with a big hit, big home run in that game. So still a little gun shy when I face this guy.
Swinging strike. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup,
All right,
guys?
he's going for the curveball
I know
again.
everyone loves
I'm gonna
the
give
long
it to
ball,
him.
Matty,
And,
but this is why I pay the price of
last
the
time
ticket right here. Two of the game's
that, it was
best,
in
two
the
of the
dirt.
hardest throwers
See, that's no
at
good.
the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really
missed with the
difficult to come
curveball
by.
twice
They
tonight.
both look like they're on point so
Going
far.
for the fastball again. Down low.
Hit hard down the line.
Yeah,
But this will be a foul ball as
He
that
got some
evens
good wood
things
on
at
that.
2-2.
I think I'm gonna come upstairs on him now. He wants it outside. I don't want to do that because, again, that big home run he hit off of me was like it was a high and outside
The
pitch,
pitch.
I remember. So I'm gonna come inside. That's way too high.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy
No.
here. You
I don't
can't
want
be
to walk
walking
this
a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
All right, confidence pitch here. Oh, what happened? My game just freeze? That was weird. I can't throw the pitch. Let's go. Oh.
3-2 pitch.
All right, I don't know what's going to happen here. That was weird. He wants a fastball again. I'm going to come up and in again. Try and hit it.
And that misses for ball 4. So
that's
it's a
so
leadoff walk
close.
here to start the second.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild
right
is
over
a
the
pretty
plate.
tough thing to be.
I got to see a replay on that one. I mean, it was... Let's see from this angle here. Let's get deGrom in the picture, kind of get that broadcast view here. I mean, it was above the belt, a little high, but would have loved to get the call. All right. Well, don't want to start the inning with a base runner, especially not a walk.
From the stretch. And he popped him up.
Hit hard.
Back into foul territory behind first.
So.
And no one can get there. He'll try it
come
again.
Upstairs here.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
That's a great call right there.
again.
Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out.
Yeah,
Great
that guy
for
does
a
have
catcher if that
some
guy's
good
running.
speed on first base.
Easy
I'm
transfer
gonna
throw
try
to
and keep
second
him
base.
close.
Now a throw over. And the runner back easily.
He wants a 2-seam to the outside. Let's
A
see.
1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hard hit to first.
That's double play all over it.
Nunez.
Let's do it.
On to first
All right.
to complete the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time,
Nicely
though,
played by
and they get the
Alonso.
2 outs they were looking for.
Nunez with the throw. All right. Well, that changes the inning.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone.
Nah, we got
And in
Smoke
next,
up
the
now,
switch
though.
hitting power bat of Justin Smoke.
This guy's hitting for a high average, and he was tough to get out in yesterday's game. I'm going to start with a
Infield
breaking ball
shifted
here.
well to the right.
Curveball.
Here's the first pitch. A ball and no
again.
strikes.
Looked like he was
I
a
am
little
0
over-aggressive
for
there to throw
3
that
with
nasty
curveballs.
curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
0 for 3. I have not thrown any of them for strikes. No. And he wants a fastball low and inside. All right. Let's see.
1-1 the count to the Brewers' first baseman. Smoke Drives the ball with the best of them when facing right-handed pitching like this, but there is some swing and miss in his game. Some would say it's a little bit of an all-or-nothing approach at times.
I think in today's game you can live with it. The three true outcomes: homer, strikeout, or walk. Bottom line is, when he does put the ball in play, he changes the scoreboard.
All right.
Fouled off.
Not where I wanted it.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
It was a mistake. I agree.
The 1-2.
Go for the changeup. Ooh, he just barely got a piece. He was a little fooled. Ramos wants another. Oh, God.
Line drive, base hit. Now this gets all the way to the wall. And he'll coast into second here with a two-out double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty
this guy
as a swing
he's
gets.
been hitting
nice
me hard,
look at
he's
it there
crushing
from
my
our
pitches.
camera guys
He's
as
hitting
well.
like 330 in the 8 spot. I mean, I guess I'm just lucky that the pitcher's up now, but definitely need to go after this guy.
At the plate now, Brandon Woodruff. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Runner in scoring position with two
Right,
gone.
don't mess around here. Let's get this guy out.
And he falls behind
Come
now,
on,
2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Hit out towards second.
All right.
Fielded cleanly, and nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is
Still
over.
a little annoyed at that.
Danger averted following the
bat.
two-out double.
Justin
More
Smoke,
from the
but
show. Saturday
hey, got out of the
baseball
inning.
following this
It's all right.
message and a word from our local stations. At the plate, Pete Alonso. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season
The
contest.
first baseman, Pete Alonso.
I'm trying. Do my
Now
best
the
to have a
pitch.
good eye here.
In there for strike one.
Alonso.
Hey, this
has,
offense better be prepared to pull the trigger. This starter is known
striking
to
out
be
way too
aggressive
much.
and come right
not
after
walking
you.
nearly enough. A little over anxious at the plate.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. No offer
ahead of the
on that
count.
one. 2 balls and a
2-1.
strike. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Probably
Tough
better that he
changeup
let
there.
that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough
Alonso
on a
batting
well-thrown
250.
changeup.
Not that far off his batting average in 2019, which was, I believe, 261.
The 2-2.
Oh,
Swung on
you
and
know,
missed.
that's-
Strike three.
That right there.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with two
Why he's
strikes.
been
That elevated
struggling a
fastball.
bit this year.
Every
He's
hitter
just-
thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there.
Plate
A
discipline
big
is
swing and
not
a miss
quite where it
and
needs
another
to be.
strikeout.
You know, he's been hot the past 4 or 5 games, but
Standing in now, Michael
not
Conforto.
entirely out of his little funk.
As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. The average to start play at .315. 5 homers and a dozen RBIs.
Conforto's been swinging the bat well this year. .315 batting average.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
That's hit
Smoked
hard.
on the ground up the
Eyes.
middle.
Played him perfectly.
Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
Batting fifth,
It was a quick
The left
2
fielder.
outs.
Yo Eddie.
Only 16 innings or 16 pitches
So bases
thrown.
are empty here with 2
by,
gone. And up
Woodruff.
next, the big
Really need to work
RBI-minded
these
bat of
counts a little
Yoenis
deeper here.
Cespedes. The pitch. Cespedes, commonly known as La
That better be a ball.
Potencia
I haven't
around
been getting those
baseball.
calls.
This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end. Ball and a strike.
I wasn't going to swing at that.
Popped him up. Smoke.
I had to
is
swing
under
at
it.
that one. I just
He
got
makes
way
the
under
play,
it.
and that'll end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0.
Welcome back to Citi Field, where these fans have witnessed a lot of good pitching from their Mets this season. Entering today's action, they've allowed the fewest hits of any team in the league, while also racking up the most strikeouts. As one member of the pitching staff pointed out, we don't give you any breaks. From the beginning of the game to the end, our staff comes at you with nasty stuff.
First
and we back
in
that up
walks,
with great
first
command as
in
well.
strikeouts.
Guys, clearly this staff presents opposing lineups with all kinds
Just can't
of
score
challenges.
runs.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The center fielder.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Lorenzo Cain. Here comes the first pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center.
Got more of the plate
Cespedes is
than what I
there.
wanted.
1 away.
That was a mistake
And with
there.
that,
Got
we
away
give
with
you a
one.
look at what's happening in the NL East race.
Ah, in the cellar. You know, not still early. Not out of it.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And up next will be the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. And they start him out with a slider.
Once
Good
again,
spot,
missing
but
with
he
the
doesn't
breaking
get the
ball.
call. 1-0.
Try a change up low and outside.
That softly hit to right. Will that get down?
No,
McNeil
it won't.
over to his left. 2 gone.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Yeah.
So bases
Well,
are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, the
Once
sweet swinging
again-
left-handed hitting outfielder Christian Yelich.
I'm not going to give this guy anything to hit. I'm going to experiment here with a curve ball.
First pitch
Try
of
and
the
paint the
at-bat
corner.
on its way.
Once again, no location on the curveball tonight. None. He's going to have to go fishing for this one.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
2-1
Just
to
misses
count.
on the outside. Yelich hitting .338.
Third inning, no score
One
to
of the
this
best
point.
players, one of the best hitters in the game. Don't want to be throwing fat pitches to him when you don't need to be. I've learned my lesson with him.
3-1 now.
This is good patience here to work at the 3-1, especially after
I
2
don't
quick
think so,
outs to
Ramos.
start
He
the
wants
inning.
a fastball
Even if
right
you
up
don't
in
end
the-
up getting a
come
hit
on.
or drawing a walk, at least you're making the guy work a little bit
throw a
and
fastball low and
giving
away.
your pitcher a chance to rest a little.
And the good
Yeah, there we go.
fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now. 3-2.
And he wants a changeup. Watch, he's going to make contact.
Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning.
Surprise.
3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, deGrom
Well, the
finally
home
had an
crowd
efficient
seems a
inning.
little
And we'll
restless,
see
so
if the
I'm
Mets
sure
can put
they'd
something together
appreciate
here. Ramos has been swinging the bat well overall this year. 344 average.
First pitch on its way. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. And there's ball 1.
He's also, don't quote me on this, but I believe he's leading my team in walks.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Not that I've been doing very well in that department, but
And
I
the
do
pitch.
believe he's walked the most.
And he comes back with a pitch right down the middle for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2.
The
Last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Wilson Ramos is sent packing to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Well, Nunez is going to try and get on base here. And
next up,
hopefully
for
get
New
deGrom
York, Eduardo
a
Nunez,
sacrifice
as
situation.
He'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch.
Nunez struggling a little bit so far, 167 at the plate, but
you're staring at
small
a big
sample
0
size.
in the hit column. Getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
2-0 to Eduardo Nunez. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. 2-2.
At some point, you have to get the bat off your shoulder.
Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
Well, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that
was
ball
in his
in
mid
play.
already. They're very late on the pitches tonight. This guy's throwing upper 90s.
So now to the plate, Jacob deGrom, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. 0-1 count and the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
This is a perfect time for him to break out that nasty change.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down,
Guy's
3
looking dominant
strikeouts.
so far.
Not too shabby. 3 innings in the books. Still no score on the show. And that'll bring up Keston Hiura. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Well, look at this. Ramos wants me to start him off with the curveball again. You can see with a little meter there, deGrom has almost no confidence in the curveball, and I've lost count. He's missed, I think, 5 times locating that curveball tonight.
First
give it a
pitch
shot.
coming. Here it is.
Well, it's the first one thrown for a strike. Fouls it off. Confidence in that pitch goes up slightly. Well, save that one for later.
Wind up and
Going
the
back to
0-1.
the fastball here.
Fouled away.
It's a quick 0-2 count. No, it's a fastball off to the outside.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
All right, starting off with
In now,
a
Omar
change up
Narvaez.
here.
As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are
Well,
12
the
to
peanut
10
gallery
and 9 to 8. It's
telling
nice
me
to
that
see
I need to be
a
more
low-scoring
aggressive with my
pitcher's duel
at-bats.
for once.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
All right. Yeah, I have been swinging late with my at-bats here.
And it's fouled away.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was
he
definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Grounded to short.
It's an easy play.
Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
That was a lot closer than I expected.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Abisail Garcia. First delivery to him on the way. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. A ball and a strike. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. And now a pitch on the way.
Challenge pitch.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Just gets a piece there at 98 on the gun. It's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Gone in order are the Brewers. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score.
All right, let's get deGrom some runs here.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Here's the pitch. And this one runs up high, ball 1.
Got that shift on him. Poked something in third base. It's a hit.
Skied in the air to straightaway left.
Too high. It's a fly.
Garcia on the run. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, J.D. Davis.
Striding in, J.D. Davis. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
The 1-0 home is in off the plate.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike.
Called it a strike.
Mets are still looking for their first
saying
hit
I
of the
went
ball
around.
Game. Heading out towards shallow right. Yelich is under it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Jammed me.
Now batting, number 6.
Gosh,
So here's Jeff McNeil.
All right, focus.
Now the pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
This guy's not really throwing first pitch strikes anymore. I want to be aggressive, but at the same time, I
off the outside that
kind of want to
time
be
as the
patient
breaking
and
ball
see if this
can't
guy's
catch
just
the
losing his
zone.
control. I haven't been able to make really good contact yet.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
There's a strike there.
Nip the
That's
corner.
Even
2-2.
tougher pitch there. And Now I'm in a hole again.
The pitch. And right into the shift.
Tough
But this
pitch.
is going to be a foul ball. As that
Would have been a
keeps
ball.
things at 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Fly ball out to right field.
Well, finally, but he's going to catch
Yelich
it.
will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1, 2, 3 through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Brewers. The third
Here's Eric Sogard. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Sogard.
Here comes the first pitch.
Nope, upstairs. Nope, that's inside.
Sogard, affectionately referred to
Not
as
getting the
nerd
calls
power
here.
thanks to the signature specs. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either.
Man.
You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way
Need
this
to
guy
get this
has.
guy out.
Nice
I'm
pick.
kind of afraid of the next batter here.
Now the 3-0 offering. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this is back into the seats, a foul ball. Now the payoff pitch home is at the knees and called strike 3.
All right.
It looked like this at bat had the makings
Best
of a
strikeout of the
leadoff
night
walk
right
when it
there.
started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
Oh, he's pissed. Pissed at himself. I mean, it was over the plate. All right. You know, I'm just not really sure with this guy's smoke. I mean, whatever I've been doing before hasn't been working. Because this guy's, he must be batting 600 or 700 against Mets pitching here. I'm going to do something else. That curveball, I'm going to try it.
As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. It was a double for him in his first turn.
I need a different approach against this guy. And maybe I've been relying on the fastball too much. Whatever I've been doing, he's got my number. So
0-1.
Try and rely on the breaking stuff. So far, so
Can
good.
you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
See if he goes chasing.
Did a good job to shorten
He's
up
got a
and
piece.
protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Interesting. He wants a two-seam off the plate.
On its way is pitch number 75. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
That's
2
a
up,
big
2 down
strikeout.
on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
The pitcher, Brandon Woodruff.
All right, that takes the pressure off. And now with 2 outs, got the pitcher. Let's just
Stepping
get
in
this
now,
guy out here.
Brandon
Come
Woodruff.
right after him.
Lays off 1-0.
Just as I say
He's 0
that.
for 1 after grounding out in his only trip
Throw a
to the
ball.
plate so far.
You want the change up? Nah, I'm giving him fastballs. Let's go after him.
2 balls and no
Oh,
strikes.
come on now.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
This is on the ground over to first.
That was hit
And
pretty
he'll
hard.
step on the bag himself,
Okay.
and the inning
Inning
is
over.
over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Thank you, Heidi.
Pete Alonso.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pete Alonso will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. 0-1. Here it comes. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Sent on the ground, but right into the shift.
Pulls him
the
off.
throw pulls the first baseman off
All
the
right.
bag, and he'll
Oh,
reach
it's
it
an error.
first.
Boy, this is an absolute gift for them, especially when they've had so much trouble getting anybody on base. So now the leadoff hitter is aboard and might be looking to run. They've got to do whatever they can to get some offense
Way
going.
wide.
Next for the Mets, Michael Conforto comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat, and he commits
What?
to the pitch inside.
What?
And he definitely went around.
What
That's
was
strike
that? What was
one.
that? Oh, this is just what a joke this was. I gotta see this again. So, what I've realized. Well, let me see the replay first. Okay, let's see that one more time here. That was a power swing, and what I've noticed is you just can't check up with the power swing, or at least most of the time you just can't. A normal swing, you have a better chance of checking up, but power swing, they're committing too much. Yeah,
the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone called
I'm
for a
already
strike.
in the hole here. Just don't hit into a double play. I'd rather you strike out.
Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Wow, that's one of the toughest
that's
pitches
just
in
awful.
baseball to hit, right?
But
that good straight changeup, El Cambio.
I don't want to see
There's
that
not
again.
much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
All right, here's Cespedes.
Yoenis Cespedes striding in next.
Oh,
Hit high
that's hit
and
well.
deep out there to left center field.
He's not going to catch it.
See you
It's
later.
outta here.
Over the wall, a home run. It's a
Cespedes
two-run
was
shot here
was
for
waiting for
Yoenis
that one with a
Cespedes.
power swing,
Home run number 5 on the year as the Mets are out in front now, 2-0.
sitting on that first pitch fastball, and he got it. 410 feet. Looks like a line drive home run. Mets take the lead, 2-0. And just like that, the no-hitter is broken. The shutout is broken. The Mets on the board 2-0.
Hey, I know we're not sitting up here with a crystal ball, but that swing right there, although in the middle innings, could be the deciding factor. And we could be looking back at this one when it's all said and done.
The Mets needed that one.
Here's the
Kind
catcher,
of break
Wilson
out of it.
Ramos.
The catcher.
Ripped down the line.
Ramos
This
got
is
good
foul
wood on that
for
one.
first strike.
Pulled just foul.
2 runs on just 1 hit and no errors on the Mets line score so far.
Oh,
Another one fouled off,
like
and he's
ball
quickly
one
behind
there.
0-2.
Got a piece of it. So Ramos behind.
Nothing
0-2.
in 2 count, and the pitch.
He checked up. He
Checked
checked up.
his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2. Swing
That's it.
and a long
That's it hard.
drive again.
That's it hard.
This one to deep center. And he's
Oh!
catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he
I thought
crashes
that was-
headlong into the wall.
I thought that was gone.
Yeah.
I thought that was gone.
Digging in now, Eduardo Nunez looking to put the ball.
I'd like to see that one again. It was a nice play. Oh, what the heck? All right, let's go back here. There we go. Yeah, he crashes against the wall. Yeah, let's see that pitch again. It was I think it was a fastball. It just stayed up in the zone. Yeah. I mean, that's a hitter's pitch right there. But nice defensive play by Kane. Won the Gold Glove last year. You can see why.
Now the pitch. And a fairly generous strike call there on a pitch that looked off the plate. It's strike 1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
Oof.
A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases.
I thought I had
empty and 2
another
away.
another meatball fastball there, but I was way ahead of it. The changeup.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
So 2 down. Mets trying to at least
2
clear the
runs
pitcher
on
spot
just
here.
1 hit and no errors on the Mets line score so far. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
That's
Line
hit well.
shot to third, and the side
line
is
right to
retired.
third.
Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Back with
All
more
right.
on this fine Saturday night following this.
Mets are on the board, 2-0, and they're hitting the ball hard.
Lorenzo
So
Cain, and Dan he
something
and
to
his
work
fellow
with here.
top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are
Wasn't
the
a-
ones you look
an
to
inning or
generate
two
a lot
ago.
of
This had the
action.
looks
They
of a
just haven't
no-hitter
been up
on it.
to the task so far
Glad
in this
that's
one.
over with. So
Still
now,
time for them to turn it around, though.
now
We'll see if
deGrom
it
has a
happens.
lead. Facing the #1 hitter here. Kane never
First
an easy
delivery
out.
to him on the way. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone.
Way
Changeup
out
gets
ahead
him
of
out
that
in
one.
front for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded weakly down the line toward third.
That's going to be a tough
Davis
play.
brings it in.
Oh,
Throw
right.
to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
It's a good play by Davis there.
Number 3, shortstop. Orlando.
Kane with decent speed down the base paths, and the ball, all his
Digging
momentum,
in to try
all
it
his
again. Orlando Arcia. It was
momentum
a fly
taking
out
him
for
away
him
from
in his
first
last
base.
trip.
So the off-balance throw really wasn't even close. So a nice play.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Edge of the zone that time taken
Got a
and
call
ruled
there.
a strike. This catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
83
Man,
pitches
this
on the
guy's
evening
really
for deGrom.
pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Hit high and deep to
no.
left field. Cespedes
Got
going
too much
back,
of the plate.
and this one is gone. A home run. Orlando Arcia with a solo shot. Fourth home run here in
That's all
the
it
early
takes.
going.
Just one
as
mistake
the Brewers
there.
have cut the lead to 2-1 now.
One mistake. He got too much of the plate.
That bomb didn't tie things up, but they're only down 1 right now and feeling pretty good they can come back.
Now batting, the right fielder, 15, Yellow.
Just in case.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever
Just take
to
a
get
breather. Talk it out. Yeah, it's frustrating to give up a big hit like that with 2 strikes on the hitter. Yeah, I was about to mention, just before that pitch, I was thinking about mentioning deGrom was really beginning to spot his pitches pretty well, locate them pretty well. Fastball, he's looking pretty good, but you know, all it takes is one mistake against a major league hitter, and they'll punish you for it. Set the focus here. Tough hitter at the plate, Yelich. You know, still a 1-inning game, but
Yelich.
I
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
don't
He
want
went
to
down
have
on
this guy
strikes
beat me.
last time up. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul.
Got a good piece of that one.
Bases are empty,
It's a
1 man
curveball.
out.
Almost wants to change up.
Swung on and missed, and it's even
Had
at
him off
2-2.
balance. This is ballsy. Ramos wants the curveball again. All right, you know what?
Now here's the
Gotta
pitch.
think outside the box here. Let's do it.
I tried to backdoor him there, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Tried to
All right.
backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball
That's a
right
big
there.
pitch here.
Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the
Big
way to the
pitch here.
corner. That's
I'm not
tough
gonna.
to do for most
I'm not
guys.
gonna challenge this guy with the fastball. I've yet to fool him with fastballs. I'm gonna go with the breaking ball, change up away again.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
Makes contact. Gonna give him the change
Payoff
again.
pitch one more time.
All right, he's sitting back on that breaking ball there.
8th pitch of the
I don't think I can throw that again. Ramos wants a slider. I don't think I've thrown him a slider yet this at bat, so let's try it.
And he
All
finally
right.
wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the
Big
kind
out.
of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Into the box, Keston Hiura. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. No hits to this point. Hit back up the middle,
Tough
reined
play.
in. And he'll make
All
that
right.
play look easy as the throw is in time to end the inning. But the Brewers get one back on the solo home run. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Mets 2 and the Brewers 1. Bottom of the 6th inning now. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jacob deGrom. He'll look to bounce back after.
Bottom of the 6th. Might be time for a pinch hitter, I think. Might be time for a pinch hitter. You know, his pitch count. Let's see if I can figure that out. Pitcher analysis. Here we go. Oh. There we go. Yeah, look at that. Look at that disparity there. deGrom has thrown 94 pitches and Woodruff 63. I mean, look at that. You can see the curveball, lowest strike percentage. Yeah, 94 pitches. I think it's time. It's time to take him out. It's a good start for deGrom, but you know, his pitch count is a little high. I'm gonna take a look at the box score. He's had 9 strikeouts in 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 walks. A valiant effort. With the right-hander on the mound.
deGrom.
Let's see. Warming up Wilson and Betances for the 7th inning. Yeah, I'm going to go with Lowry here. All right, Strong's out of the game.
He's going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Yeah. Lowry.
A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
That's a good pitching effort by deGrom.
Here's the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. After it is Yelich.
Too high. He's going to catch it.
He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Brandon Nimmo. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
It's a little ahead of that one.
And now a pitch on the way. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
Up next to the net, the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
Now to the plate, J. First offering on its way. Hard liner to center field. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit.
I thought he was going to catch that for a second.
So a 2-out single there as we check out the teams with the highest batting averages here in the first month of the season. And you can see that the Mets are currently best in the senior circuit in that category.
Leading the National League in batting average, but this team has struggled scoring runs. One of the reasons for that has been the
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's
stealing
nothing in
bases.
one.
I mean, they are, I believe, last in the majors for stolen bases. So
from the belt, kicks and deals. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No, strike two, says the third base umpire. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a soft liner. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired.
Should have took that pitch. He went
Mets
out.
Leave one.
Went out
they
and got
still
that
lead
one,
it
but
2-1.
Easy ground out. Well, now I'm facing a couple of left-handers this inning. Probably have to play the percentages.
Justin Wilson is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 38, Justin Wilson.
Now with the new relief pitching rules for 2020, Wilson will have to face at least 3 batters before I think about relieving him. Let's hope that's a moot point though, and he gets an easy 1-2-3 inning. Locating the slider here.
Leading off the inning, Omar Narvaez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
All right, not the way I wanted to start off the inning here.
More than getting a leadoff man on right there.
Not the way I wanted to start it.
Plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
I'm happy that the right fielder there at least didn't let the ball get by him. So it would have been an easy double if he did.
So here's Avisail Garcia as he'll take a look at ball 1. Wilson has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. High and deep down the left field line. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. A 1-1. His fastball taken high for a ball. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Never mind. Lost count of the ball and strike count there. It's embarrassing.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. And a
There we go.
fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number one is stranding him on base. And now with one out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
To the plate now, Eric Sogard.
He swings and sends it in the air out to left center.
Cespedes is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the first baseman, Justin.
Ooh, Smoke. I forgot about this guy.
So the switch hitter
right.
Justin Smoke steps up. 1 for
He's
2
a
with a
switch
double
hitter.
on his line.
All right,
thus
you know
far.
what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a look at, let's see if I can figure this out here. I want to see from which side of the plate does he have the best batting average. Player stats. Well, this isn't too helpful here. But what I can see, I mean, I was hoping to see his actual stats for this season, but I can see his strike zone up there to the right of the screen, and it looks like he has some cold zones facing a right-hand pitcher. And he does throw left-handed, so well, let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna take this guy out. I'm gonna take him out. Betances.
Dylan
You know what you have to do.
will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Yelling. That's
Betances is some great stuff out of the bullpen. You can see those strikeout numbers. 10 innings pitched, 20 strikeouts. Now I need to remember here to get somebody up. For some reason I can't do it right now. I'll have to wait until the at-bat starts. Betances with a knuckle curve and a slurve. Kind of a combination of a slider and a curveball. But the pitch he relies on, fastball. Heat, you can see 99 miles an hour. That's the four-seam. Also throws a two-seam. Not quite as fast, 96 miles an hour, but both are his out pitches. ERA is 100 miles an hour there. His ERA is inflated from a bad outing he had a week or so ago.
Quick check on that tying run at first, and he's back in standing.
Just a reset. I think I picked the wrong pitch there. Okay. Let's get some people up here. Lugo and Diaz. All right. Start him off
ready
with breaking
to deliver.
stuff.
Here's the first pitch.
No.
In the dirt here. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And not what they were hoping for as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position.
It's not good. It's not good at all. I mean, come on, man. You gotta keep that in front of you. It's not like that pitch was that wild.
2-0.
Alright, it's no time to mess around here. Let's get this guy.
2-1.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
2 out here and a runner at second.
Come on. Let's get him.
3 balls and a strike now to Smoke.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got
It's
a
a
3-1
big pitch
count in
here.
this
Hitter's
situation.
pitch.
Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next guy.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count,
You gotta
can
be
wait
kidding me.
until he
Oh,
gets
okay.
a
I
pitch
was
he
about
loves.
to say, are they really
Ryan
leaving
Braun
this pitcher in?
will come on to pinch hit here in a
Okay.
big spot.
Oh boy. Ryan Braun, a dead fastball hitter. Also prone to the strikeout. And he pops him up.
Alonso
First pitch
has
swinging.
moved in foul territory.
Huge
Got it
out.
to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. Brewers strand a couple. They still trail it here 2-1.
Boy, the Mets dodged a bullet there.
Alex Claudio gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 58, Alex Claudio.
Last half of the 7th here. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Finally got Woodruff out of the game. He's on the hook. Claudio, the left-hand pitcher.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Sidearm throw, 88-mile-an-hour sinker, called for a strike.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike.
Boy, oh boy.
Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
Double clutched on
That's
that one.
a pitch right there. You gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
This guy's
In tight
throwing
with
some
the slider, 2-2.
really slow breaking balls here.
Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
Alonso,
Nice job
come
there.
on.
Taking care of
Got to
the
turn
leadoff
this
hitter.
around.
The strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run
That's
game,
just not even
especially
close.
this late, getting that
They're a
first
foot
guy in
away
the
from
inning
it.
is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Well, no help from Alonso. Conforto up.
At the plate, Michael Conforto. As he'll
He
swing
bloops.
and pop it up
He's
toward
gonna
the left
catch it.
side of the infield. And he'll squeeze this one for the 2nd out.
Yeah, 2 quick outs.
The left fielder, number 52, Joe Hennig.
Cespedes.
Cespedes.
Been my one hero with the bat today.
Yoenis Cespedes.
Well,
will
show
stand
that
in
replay.
again as we
Here we
flash
go.
you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game
Look
on
at that.
one swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here.
That's accounted for both of Mets' runs so far. And just before I start this at bat here, I just want to take a look at not that. Oh, actually, that is helpful. I don't look at this very often. But Braun popped out. That's right. It was Braun that popped out. So that means we're facing Lorenzo Cain to start off the next inning. My intention is to have Lugo pitch the 8th inning and then put in Diaz for the save tonight.
Now here it comes. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
Cespedes just ahead of that one. It was a good hitter's pitch there. I don't know if he's going to see another.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Cespedes behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
70 miles an hour. Ouch. Batting practice pitches.
Really pulled that one across.
Really messes
as the
with your
slider
timing.
misses well inside.
You have a guy like Woodruff kind of throwing 98, and then guy in the bullpen throwing 70.
Swing and a miss,
Yeah,
and
there you
that
have
ends
it.
the inning.
Just really throws off your timing.
Down in order go the Mets. They lead it 2-1.
That's frustrating. All right, going to the hook here.
Leading off for Milwaukee, the center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo Kane.
Seth Lugo enters from the pen to start the 8th, and it's quite possible they'll ask him to pitch 2 full innings to close this out.
Nah.
Lugo.
Don't count on it. Lugo pitching from the full stretch here with no runners on. Nice 5-pitch repertoire. Very deliberate with his windup. Oof. Lugo in face the top of the order here in the Brewers' 8th inning.
First offering on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. A 1-1 count to the Brewers' leadoff man. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. 2-1.
Missed with that one.
Kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2.
Crowd on their feet.
Heading out towards shallow right.
Get in there.
Here comes the right fielder. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
I thought he let it drop in front of him. Okay.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Orlando Arcia. He went deep last time up.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Yeah, that's the plan. Off speed.
And a strike called at the knees, 0-1.
Give him a challenge pitch
Comes
here.
the 0-1.
Kind of pitch backwards a little bit. Actually, no, that's not pitching backwards. That's pitching
And he fouls this one off.
frontwards. All right.
Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th.
Ugh. Ballsy, he wants a two-seam, but you know what? I'm ahead on the count. I'm going to try it. I'm going to bring it way up and inside
the
here.
0-2 pitch.
Still got a piece of it. Ooh. All right. Let's see if he goes fishing here. I missed with that one. I'm ahead of myself. Still ahead of the count, 1-2. Arcia accounting for the 1 Brewers run tonight. One-two pitch.
And here's one that
just
barely
misses.
misses off the inside corner. 2-2. Hit to second. And that'll find its way into right field for a one-out single.
Second time he's gotten a
Man,
hit.
I thought this
two
at bat was over.
strikes.
Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count. 2-2.
It's been a
and he's
tough
able to
out for
find
me
a
today.
knockout there.
It's not a good position to be in now with Yelich at the plate. Not good at all. Goal right now is to keep the pitches low.
Into the box now, Christian Yelich.
That's
As
what
it's
I wanted.
grounded sharply to first. Nunez on to first.
Huge
It's a
out.
Double play as their woes continue.
And Lugo gets
the
out of it.
inning is over. So no runs on one base hit, no errors,
What an
and
out.
no one left on. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead.
It's exactly
It's the
what he
Mets
wanted
2,
there.
And the Brewers 1.
Your
David
attention,
Phelps
please.
is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 41, David Phelps.
This inning's
Coming
all
to
about
the plate
insurance
now,
here.
Wilson Ramos. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far.
Wilson.
Left-hander and a right-hander up in the
And
pen.
the pitch. Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
1-1.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. And the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Ramos has been hitting it hard tonight, but it's been catchable.
Now batting, the shortstop, Eduardo Nunez.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Eduardo Nunez. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0.
Nunez got the call there. It's 1-0.
And he misses again. 2-0.
Hey,
Now
I'd be
the
happy with a
pitch.
walk here.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
Be a pinch hitter after Nunez.
Grounded to third. Sogard has it. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
Yeah. 2 outs. It's time for pinch hitter extraordinaire here, Dom Smith. Let's get it done. I need a run. I'm going to put in Smith and swing for the
Dominic
fences.
Smith will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Dominic Smith.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0.
Facing Hura, Narvaez, and Garcia. Next inning for Diaz.
A 2-seamer there as this is fouled off to the left
Big
side.
swing, and that's fouled off.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch.
Nope, that's the ball. You got 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball 3.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right
It's a
off
walk.
the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Man, the pitcher's wondering how he didn't get that call. Busted him inside on a 3-1 count, and the ump thought it was just a tad off the plate. Tough to get the benefit of the doubt from the umpire when you fall behind in a count like that, though.
So digging in now, Brandon Nimmo. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First offering on its way. Ball 1. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning
Solid
is over.
contact right at him.
Strand 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead.
He's pissed off. Yeah, it's got good wood on it. That could have been up the gap if it wasn't caught.
Edwin Diaz comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Edwin Diaz.
16 strikeouts in 8 innings this season for Diaz. Lively fastball at 99 miles an hour. You know what you're getting when he's on the mound. It's the heat. 2-seam and a 4-seam. And a slider.
At the plate, Keston Hiura. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Hiura.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Behind 0-2 now. Try to get him to
Just
chase
missed.
the fastball there, but he lays off 1-2.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
The 1-2 is offered at and
Wow.
missed. He chased it for strike 3.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So
He went
clearly this
chasing for
pitching
one.
staff, they figured out how to attack this
Way
guy.
up out of
We'll
the
see
zone.
if he can make any adjustments.
Standing in now, Omar Narvaez. As he looks
First
at a
pitch strike.
fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats
98
to
miles
this
per
point.
hour on the gun.
Comes set with the 0-1. One-run game here in the top of the 9th.
2 pitch.
And he strikes him
2
out
outs.
as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Avisail Garcia. Brewers' last hope tonight.
In now, Avisail Garcia. As he'll take a look at his strike
First
on the
pitch
outside
strike.
corner. It's
Slider on
0-1.
the outside
0
corner.
for 2 from him so far in this one. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
That's
Hard
hit into
towards
center, a base hit. Oh no!
Base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he will make it there. He's in as the tying run after the 2-out triple.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how
What
managers
happened?
thinking he's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
Digging in once again, Eric Sogard. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Just gotta take a minute here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. He pulls this one
Tie
into
game.
right. And he is going to tie this ball game late as this ball is down for extra bases. And
Why isn't
they'll
he
tie
throwing
the
it?
ball game as the run scores, evening things at 2.
Unbelievable.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy
Unbelievable.
scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable. He's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Now a pickoff play at second and a dive, but he's back in there.
I'm just speechless, honestly.
Into the box, Justin Smoke, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3.
Now on 3 and 2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Here's the payoff pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Ben Gamble will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 16, Ben Gamble.
This is a Mets 9th inning if I've ever seen one.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Gamble is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. 2 down, runners at first and second. Count now to 2 balls and a strike to Ben Gamble.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
And he strikes him out on a good pitch. So one
Strikes
run
out the
can
side,
win it
but
as we head to the bottom of the inning.
That's a blown save.
So not a good turn of events for this home crowd, as now their 9th inning lead has evaporated. A tie game headed to the last of the 9th. The Mets looking to celebrate in Queens. J.P. Fireisen enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, J.D. Davis the next to bat. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Davis.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Low for ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Mets right now would take a leadoff guy on any way they could get it.
Here's the 3-1. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
The 3-2 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
The batter, number 6.
Standing in, Jeff McNeil. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch. 0-1 the count. And the pitch.
Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball, that's inside.
And right into the shift. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. this is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he will make the play. 2 away now.
Now batting, first baseman, Pete Alonso.
Couple of deep fly balls.
So here's Pete Alonso. He could really use a
Not
knock
deep
here.
enough.
0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
The set and the 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Ground ball left side. Garcia fields it cleanly. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired.
Extra innings.
So coming to the plate, Lorenzo Cain. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day.
Lorenzo
I'm gonna keep Diaz in here. Short leash, but let's see how he does.
First delivery to him on the way. And he takes ball 1. Two and 0 to the Brewers center fielder. The 2-0 pitch. Swing and he pops him up. McNeil ranging into the outfield, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
the batter, number 3. Shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
It's gonna be a double switch. Kind of debating if I want to sit down McNeil or Alonso. I'm gonna go with well, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go with McNeil just because I want to keep that power bat of Alonso still in the game. Oops. All right, so Cano comes in the game.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Paul Sewald takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
And batting in the third spot, number 51, Paul Sewald. Now playing second base and batting ninth, number 24, Robinson Cano.
plate now, Orlando Arcia. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And this will wind up working as a sacrifice as he steps on first, allowing the runner to move into second.
Right fielder, Christian Yelich.
So a big spot here, and stepping in, Christian Yelich. And he could very well get the intentional pass here, as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied.
I'm gonna walk him. Actually,
Spin and a throw back to second, and a dive, but he's back in. And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally. So that'll set up the double play possibility with one away.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Take my chances with Hira.
Keston Hira. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Slapped hard the opposite way. But this is speared by the first baseman.
Oof.
Up next for Milwaukee, the catcher.
Dodged a bullet there.
Stepping into the box, Omar Narvaez. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Well, Sewell's pitched 2 pitches so far, besides the intentional free pass here.
Here's the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground.
Come on.
This will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count. The pitch. Chopped toward the second baseman. On to first, and the Brewers are turned away as the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Ready for the bottom of the 10th here. Now batting, Michael Conforto. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, pretty impressive if you ask me. So many times you beat a sinker into the ground, you end up grounding out to third. You're running down to first base, and you're so upset at yourself. At least he got under the thing. He knows his bat playing is pretty decent.
And he needed extra innings to get it, but there's his first hit of the game, and that'll keep the hit streak alive and kicking.
D-Roll, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball, right? You go.
It's a nice hit, went the other way. Third hit, only the third hit of the game for the Mets.
Yeah, and he'd be lying right now if he said he wasn't thinking about it. The boys hooked him up right there. Pitching staff extended the game a little bit. One more plate appearance, and
pinch runner's probably a good idea here. Conforto with a speed of 57. Looks like the natural choice here is Marisnik with a speed of 83. Jake Marisnik comes
will
in
be
the
summoned
game.
Now to be the pinch runner.
Number 16, Jake Marisnik.
So here's Yoenis Cespedes. As he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit.
That had to be in the scouting report right there. You don't see too many 0-0 breaking ball ambushes in the game anymore. He had to know that pitch was
connected with an inside, I think it was a fastball.
Coming to the
not
plate
really sure,
now,
but
Wilson Ramos. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
It's a situation where you have Ramos try and sacrifice. Yeah, they're playing in. Infield's in. don't know about Ramos's bunting ability here, but some aggressive positioning here with the infield. I think we're just going to swing for it, try and get it out of the infield.
Here's the first pitch. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike one.
Settle down,
well,
Ramos.
He's hoping to be a hero and drive in the winning run, but that swing tells me he's a little too amped up. You don't chase a pitch that badly
Settle down.
if you're playing within yourself.
The 0-1.
That's
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Ramos waiting for his pitch here.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away.
It
looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's
first two
looking
runners
for
on
after that
base.
second pitch.
Couple of hits. Good
Possible
speed on
winning
second
run
base.
on
No
second.
speed on
No
first
one
base,
out.
but it's that runner on second base that matters.
And
That's
this
hit
is
hard.
right back up the middle. One there to smoke at first, and they get them both.
That's not what I wanted to
the
see.
pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
So digging in with a chance to win it here, Eduardo Nunez. Although
Eduardo
there are a
Nunez.
couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working
With
around.
Cano on deck. With 2 outs.
Here's the first pitch.
Inside, ball one.
Line to the right side.
That's a base hit!
Goes down, and in comes the winning run.
Put it in the
And
book.
they're going to walk off as winners. They've taken it here in extra innings.
Hey, this game looked like it was going to be one of those wild ones right from the beginning. But when you could win this thing in walk-off fashion,
Well, the
what
Mets
a way to win a ball game.
managed
A
to pull it
walk-off
off
win.
after the blown save from Diaz. Nunez with a clutch base hit to right field to drive in the winning run.
One here, but this man
The
was
Mets
a
win a
big
close one,
factor
3-2.
in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of
Cespedes.
the game.
He
With
was one of a few guys that really swung
some
the bat well in
pixelated
this game
Gatorade.
with a pair of base hits.
The
He
player of
helped
the
propel
game.
his team to a hard-fought win.
Cespedes with that 2-run home run to give the Mets the lead and break up the no-hitter, early no-hitter. That lead ended up being extinguished in the top of the 9th with a misplayed base hit in the center field that went all the way to the
finish
wall.
in tonight's game. New York secured their 10th
That run
victory of
later
the season.
scored.
Paul Sewald claims the win
But
out
the
of
Mets
the
are able
pen
to
this first. So that
put this
just
one
about
together in
does it
extra
for
innings,
Mark DeRosa.
3-2.
Dan Plesac,
Sewald
Heidi
with the
Watney,
win,
and our entire
Firehausen
crew. I'm Matt
with
Vasgersian.
the
You've
loss,
been
and that
watching
puts the
MLB
game,
Show. For
puts the
more,
Mets
make your
within
way
one
over to
game
theShowNation.com.
of 500.
The final line score for our ball
That's a
game
big
tonight.
win.
For the victorious New York Mets, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. For the Brewers, 2 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. They left 10 men
2 for
on
4
base.
for Cespedes.
Time of the
Sewald
ball,
with the 1 innings
3
pitched
hours and 46 minutes.
and the 1 walk. His
Thank
first
you
win
for joining us here tonight.
of the season.
And we
Take a
remind
quick
you to
look at the
please
box score.
drive home
Nimmo
safely.
0 for 4. His batting average still looking good at 375 on the season. Cespedes, the lone Met with more than 1 hit. His batting average up to 260. Couple of strikeouts for Alonso. He's still struggling on the season. deGrom with a tough luck, no decision. 9 strikeouts in 6 innings. A quality start, but win slipped away in the 9th. Wilson with the hold, Betances with the hold, Lugo with the hold. Blown save for Diaz, his 2nd of the year. His ERA balloons to 4.0. And Sewald with the win. Taking a look at the Brewers, Kane and Arcia with 2 hits, 3 strikeouts, and 0 for 5 for Hura. A tough game for him. There's 1 error in the game by Arcia at shortstop. You can see it was a good start for Woodruff. He just gave up that big home run to Cespedes, and those accounted for the runs given up. Only 1 of those earned. And Fireeisen with the loss. Well, that's it. And we'll advance the day just to see where we are in the standings. And we'll hear the highlights.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, the Mets got the best of the Brewers at home, 3-2. Charlie Culberson grabbed 3 base knocks as Atlanta got the win against San Francisco, 4-3. The Washington Nationals racked up 11 hits as a team as they nabbed the win against the visiting Cubs, 5-0. The Marlins snapped their 5-game losing streak as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park, 2-1. Zach Davies won his 4th game thus far as the Padres bested the Diamondbacks 3-1. The Cardinals combined for 10 hits as a team as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 3-2. The Los Angeles Dodgers sank the visiting Buccos 2-1. The Yankees knocked out 10 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 7-2. The Rays launched 3 home runs as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 4-2. The Cleveland Indians got 11 hits overall as they took down the Red Sox on the road 6-5. Lucas Giolito got his 3rd win this season, leading the White Sox to victory over the Rangers 2-1. The O's got 12 hits in this one as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 6-3. The Twins had 12 hits as a team as they cruised to the win against the Tigers 8-1. The Mariners swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they defeated the A's in Oakland 11-9. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim combined to allow only 4 hits as they blasted the Astros 20-3. They continue to win as they now have 9 straight. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
So the Mets lead this game with a 10-11 record, tied with the Marlins for last place in the East, but only 4 games behind the first place Braves. Win streak now at 2 games. Quick look at the calendar. So next game, Mets will be going for the sweep of the Brewers, which would be their first sweep of the season if they can do it. Pitching matchup for this next game, you can see it's Freddie Peralta, 0-2, 5.06 ERA, and Noah Syndergaard, 1-1 and 1.38. So we'll see you for that game. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night.